Coming back from 1-0 off the gate. They won!
They did it!
He did it! UW wins!
UW, the hosts of the tournament, got
For the first time, the University of Washington has won the 3rd annual Intercollegiate Championship.
Alright, what's good, everybody? It's June here, back in again with another couple of deck profiles here. Here I am with Intercollegiate Champions Team POG. I've got Jim and Billy here.
What's good?
Yeah.
Hello, guys.
Yo. Alright, so for the event, we faced off against a couple of different colleges across the country. We've got teams, I think some of them were from Ohio. We got a couple of Cali teams as well. Saw a lot of representation there. It was honestly an awesome event. Huge shout outs to the University of Washington's Yu-Gi-Oh! Club for putting together such an awesome event. I was able to pull together with a lot of my boys. Got to see some really awesome gameplay. But yeah, without further ado, let's go hop into the deck profiles. So we're going to start with player A. Jim, you were leading us at the forefront, and you were just tearing it up with your Bystial Dragon Link. So why don't you go ahead and take us through the card by card.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah, so starting off, I played Triple Saferd, pretty standard in the Dragon Link deck. Everybody should know this card by now. So this card switches your baby dragons, your Wyvern Buster, your Collapse. It also recycles your Levianeer. And yeah, with the inclusions of the Bystials now, you can actually use this to add back Rebellion to your hand too. So yeah, it's really good. And yeah, next I play baby dragons, Levy. Play the 2 Nocto Visions. This card's a free summon. It lets you draw one, and actually has a secret third effect too, where if your opponent targets your set card, you can banish this card from your graveyard, and it protects it from targeting. So it actually came up once, and the opponent was like, "Wait, what? I didn't even know that." So that was pretty cool. And then up next, to play Triple Chaos Space. Also searches your baby dragons, and you can actually even use this to search your Rebellion as well. So there's definitely yeah, there's a lot of synergy going on with the new Bystial cards.
Real quick, Jim. Real quick.
Yo.
Can you play Dragon Links without these cards?
Which cards exactly? The
Chaos
Bystials?
Chaos Space.
Oh, without the Chaos Space? You definitely can, but I don't think it'll be good.
Yeah. That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. I got a friend who wants to play Dragon Link, but he hasn't bought Chaos Space, and I'm trying to rag on him right now. Anyways, anyways, you can continue.
Yeah, I think if you play without the Chaos Space, it'd definitely be pretty casual. But if you wanted to compete, you definitely need this card. It just does so much on its own. You always just want to open this card. Like
plus the Bystials are just giving you extra consistency with it, anyways. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, it like, especially recycling Striker Dragon is really important for the grind game. Lets you draw one. Yeah, it just does so much.
Hell yeah.
All right, heading into a rocket package. I played 2 Tracers, 1 Recharger, a Synchron, and a Router. Yeah, I think this ratio worked out pretty well. I probably wouldn't change it. Maybe like a 3rd Tracer I might try to add in, but yeah, because Tracer plus any of the Bystials besides Rebellion gets you to Baron. So that was something I was considering, but yeah, other than that, yeah, I think this ratio is just fine. So that plus the 3 quick launch, yeah, and then I'll get this out the way now. Play the 1 boot, the 1 reveal, field spells. You gotta play those.
Yep.
And yeah, head into the new inclusions of the deck I was speaking of earlier are the Bystial cards. So we play 3 Lubellions, 3 Magnamute, 2 Druids, 2 Soraneers, and then we play 1 of the Trap and the Spell, the Beast and the Regained. Yeah, this engine is broken. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good. Yeah, RIP to Chaos Ruler and to Hulk, but yeah, like getting these cards in are, yeah, it was really good. It helps you extend your plays. Just kind of like what Chaos Ruler was doing, but like in a different way. It helps you in the grind game. It's really good. So Rebellion here can search any of them, which is really cool. And then Magnamute allows you to search any dragon from your deck or your for your grave. Yeah, and then 2 Druid Worms. It is really good for clearing boards. Yeah, so I really like that. And then here's something was a little like non-standard was the 2 Soroniers. I like this card a lot. I don't mind opening it because this card is another way to your Lubellion. And so Lubellion searches, it gets you to your beast and your spell. So yeah, I really like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Spice.
Let's see. Heading into 3 Fenrirs. I think this card was just okay. It wasn't like crazy. It wasn't like bad. It was like, I think it was okay. Like it was a match where I used it to out a TC Boo. So yeah, it was pretty good. And like the fact that it like can just like search another copy of itself. So if your opponent don't kill you and then you're stuck in a grind, like it's like, yeah, you just like get more and more resources. It's really cool.
Yeah. Would you say the card is as good as what it's worth right now?
What do you mean, like
it's
price tag?
Price tag, yeah. You think it's as good as?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Probably
actually.
not. I don't think so. No, I probably wouldn't pay that much for Fenrir. But yeah, shout out to Justin who let me borrow a playset for the event. So
yeah, Justin's
cool.
a Chad. He lent out a bunch of my cards too. So yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Awesome.
Yeah. Heading into 3 triple attacks.
Yep.
Yeah, this card put in a lot of work.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just so versatile, being able to just draw 2, take a monster, or like just look at your opponent's hand depending on the game state. It was always live too. I felt like going first because I was playing like versus tiers. They would either go Havanus or they were on like the Bystial cards. So yeah, this card was just always live. Yeah.
Nice.
And then triple imperm. It's just wanted some like generic that was good. Hit Kikalos.
Yep.
Hit like it was just good overall. And then like you can top deck it too, so makes it really good.
Yeah, of all the like the generic hand traps, I feel like Imperm's the best because it doesn't play into talents and it just hard outs Kikalas really. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cool.
All right, heading into our side deck.
Yep.
Play, or actually, should we just do extra?
You want to do
Let's
extra
go
first? Yeah.
Yeah, let's go extra. So play 1 striker.
Yep.
Gotta play that, and then play. Kind of skip over. Let's go Pisty for link 1.
Yep.
And then head into our link 2 is play the 1 Delindrous Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this card is pretty good. So when you go Guard Dragon combo with the Pisty, you go Pisty and then you make what's it called? Actually, you go Quad Boro and then you make the Pisty. And then you go Delindrous, and then this helps you get to your Boro N plus Savage. So yeah, it really helps you instead. Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty nasty, bro.
There's a lot of gas, yeah, for sure. Let's see, head into Quad Boro, as I mentioned earlier, and you can actually use this on your opponent's monster too. Just has to be like a link, and then you just summon back as many as rockets up to the link rating.
Nice.
I didn't get to do that, but yeah, that's something to keep in mind for sure. And then heading into IP, I didn't make this too much. I made it 1 time, and yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I might like cut it for second seals, but I'm not sure. And then play 1 Romulus, search the ravine, play Dark. Dark's really good. Especially when you use it to summon your opponent's Bystials.
Oh yeah.
Like a Magnamu, and then you since you're a dragon deck, you just you activate the effect, and then you just search your own cards and face. So yeah, that's cool.
God, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then play the 1 Seals.
Yep.
Yeah, just always gotta play this card. It helps you just this was a really strong interruption. I feel like a non-target bounce and just tributes for cost. So it's really good. I used it under you could use this under skill drain too, so that's cool.
Yep.
Link 3s, play Unicorn, triple burst, access code, Boroen, and then next up play 1 Scarlight.
Yeah.
For time.
Yeah.
It didn't come up once, but it's good to have for sure.
Oh yeah.
Then play the 1.
In this format, you just gotta have to have like at least 1 time card. I feel like it's stupid, but that's just how it is. Like.
No, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it's just a lot of comboing, and then
time format, baby.
it really comes up, but I mean, yeah, it didn't come up for me this event, but I'll definitely just keep it in just in case.
Yeah.
And then next I played one Savage Dragon.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely play that, and then one Baron. So like I said earlier, you know, just Tracer plus any of the Bystials makes a Baron. So
That's really cool. Yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
why not?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Let's see.
Excited.
Heading
man.
to the side.
What is this, man? Why you hate me like that, man?
Oh man, this card was nice, bro. Only resolved it once, but the one time I did resolve it, it was nice.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice, yeah. So yeah, it was of course a versus tiers, 'cause that's why I played the one kit.
Clean.
Yeah, it just do it like under the first fusion summon,
Yep.
and then yeah, so I banished all his kits, and then like he didn't really end on like a good board at all. Like pretty much just ended his turn. Yeah, so I like this one. Just put
Pretty
in
good.
a lot of work for sure.
Oh, what's
Um,
this?
And then next I played a one Morphish Goliath right
Yeah.
here as our Seals target with Cytosin going first. So for those who don't know, this card locks both players out of extra deck, but which is fine because at this point you already had set up your board ready, you know. So yeah, I just played this like, you know, you can put this in pretty much anything.
Bro, my man's got his in-archetype scythe, bro. Like, shit, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Cool thing is too, it's like you can even in this deck you could protect this card too, because you could use your beast pops card, so you can protect it with that. So yeah, they can't even just go like battle phase to try to like beat it, and then
It's crazy.
but that's just kind of like a scenario, you know, because most of the time that's what they try to do. They'll go battle phase, try to bait the seals, and then you bounce their one monster, but then you summon this guy, and then it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Lit.
Oh yeah, so this card is cool. Next I played a 2 Cosmic,
Yep.
Duster, and 2 Evenleys. I was off for back row.
We got 2 dark
Yeah.
Rulers here too.
2 Dark Rulers, yeah. For Spright mainly, but
Yeah.
I didn't side this in once. I didn't see any Sprites.
Mhm.
And then last but not least, played a 3 Erad,
Shit.
also going first. Yeah, depending on the matchup versus traps or spells, just
It's
call
crazy
it.
because it's all the Bystials. All the Bystials can proc
Yeah.
up red. It's crazy.
Yeah, it makes it live like right away. Like yeah, if I see like especially if I know like this is like super impactful versus like a certain deck, I wouldn't even like combo off all the way. I would just end on like a seal and like a Bystial and then discard and just call it good. Yeah, and then even in like matchups where it's not super impactful, like the fact that this card lets you look at your opponent's hand, I think it's just ridiculous, you know, because you get the hand knowledge and now you know how to play, you know how to use your interactions. So I think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the list.
Nice. That's a pretty sick list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, bro.
Hell yeah. You think you're gonna be playing this a lot moving forward in the coming format, or do you think like you could probably try something else?
We'll see. I'll definitely try it and see how it goes. I just know like it's gonna be tough, you know, not just for like this deck, but like a lot of decks, you know, with their Shizu stuff coming out, like
Yeah.
because like this deck plays through like the graveyard a lot,
Mm-hmm.
so like Shizu being able to like shuffle back stuff
That
like
is pretty
definitely will
tough.
hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I haven't really done too much testing with the Shizu stuff, so we'll see though. We'll see what happens.
Okay, yeah. I feel like being able to play such a critical mass of Bystials and also having them synergize so well with your archetype already is like a really strong thing that you can do, especially against a Tearlaments strategy. So, yeah, it'll be really exciting to see where this goes from here. But yeah, thanks for the deck profile. All right, so next we're gonna be moving on to player B, my boy Billy. Man pulled through with his sprites, dude. Man, huge respects. All right, Billy, why don't you go ahead and take us through the card by card, explain what you got here. This it.
Yeah, let me go ahead and just start off with some shout outs first.
Oh yeah,
please.
yeah, by all means.
Shout out to my teammates here, obviously Jim and Chris here, for joining me on this event. Chris for toughing it out throughout the whole day, because even though he was tired, I know he was, and all that, and did his thing. Jim for all the theory crafting that went into this list, for sure. And shout outs to all the homies that lent me cards for this. First off, like Joe lends me some card you'll see in the list. For sure, Timothy for the third Fenrir, and all that. And the list is gonna be alphabetical, so that's why it looks weird. But we'll just go ahead and go into it. All right.
All right. Yeah.
So in the top we have 2 ashes. We chose 4 Bystial names for also hand traps. 2 ghost bells, 2 ghost mourners. This hand trap lineup, including the imprims at the bottom, worked out really well, right? The Bystials came in clutch when they needed to. I had an Eldritch matchup where they just kept knocking out the Eldritch monster every time he kept trying to revive it, right? It makes Eldritch really hard to play. Had that matchup going for me. The Bell was really clutch also. Came up against a Striker matchup that I had.
Ooh.
He tried to DPE back his monster and I just belled it. It was funny.
Hell yeah.
It hit what's it called? That trap card that brings back the same type and it vanishes. Ice Dragon's Prison.
IDP, yeah.
IDP, yeah, I hit an IDP. That was really good. And I didn't really see Ash all day, but Ash is just there just as a generic hand trap, right?
Yeah.
So it's always a really good card. Ghost Mourner again also was a pretty okay card too, but overall the most impactful cards were definitely the Bells and the Bestials.
Oh yeah.
And I did choose the 3 Megamyth and the 1 Juice Worm.
Yep.
Pretty standard there. And next up we have an Hyperia. This Hyperia comes in when we go through the swap package. You can see in there too, you see swaps still.
Yep.
Once you go through your swaps and then you do your second gigantic, you can go ahead and bring out a target, which would most likely be Hyperia, or it's a solid normal summon. So that's why it's still in the list.
Nice.
And next we did main deck 3 Fenrir. I did make a post about this. I did say I don't believe in the price tag behind this card. It was all right. It did force interruptions against especially like the Eldritch matchup where they didn't want to get their floodgates outed, so they just went ahead and just activated that new trap card that we got in the set where it would flip all the monsters face down and send everything that's like links that can be set face down to the graveyard. So it did interact immediately, like they had to do something to it, so it did do that in the case. But other than that, Fenrir was just just kind of there. It wasn't really this is not needed, right?
Yeah.
In my opinion. Next, we do have the Angler package. We went in with 2 Angler and 3 Beaver. I think moving forward, this is correct. And this is the best way to play Spright right now.
Nice.
Because of Sprind, as you can see in the extra deck.
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
talk about more later, but this is the correct ratio for it. 2 and 3.
Nice.
And moving next, we have our Spright lineup. We have 3 blues, 1 carrot, 3 jet, 1 pixies, and 1 red. Pretty standard. I don't think we need more than any of this moving forward. You just tutor what you need. And Pixie's still in here because you need it to out really big monsters and protect yourself. I think that's still a fair card. And pretty simple.
Nice.
And I think what shocked people today was the double swap. People still wonder why it was still unswapped. I think swap is correct also moving forward. You could still do a swap combo, calling it out of your gigantic and then just going first turn Toad and possibly 3 negates, because I do run the double cross you see there at the bottom. So there's a chance you can do triple negate, which is pretty insane. But yeah, I just do 2. You don't need the third. The third, in theory, when I was crafting with Jim, did come up where I pitched it off of Angler and brought out 2 more bodies, and in that case was fine, right? But other than that, that combo doesn't really always come up, and you're just better off just milling out the Anglers, and especially moving forward, because the Shizu mills you, so that'd be it's whatever now, right?
Yeah.
Next we have a called by. I guess it's just ABC, right? APZ for spell. So we have called by the 1-off came in clutch.
Yep.
I saw this card every time against Eldritch player. Every time he pitched Eldritch to target to send one of my cards, I just happened to have the called by. It was clutch. So we had that for the Golden Lord.
Yep.
1 main deck Cosmic Cyclone for an out to monkey cards. It came up. And we had 2 pot. People might disagree with this. I think 2 is fine because you don't want to banish as much as you need to in your extra deck. You shouldn't either. But if you see the card, you see the card, and when it comes up, it comes up. So I did 2. Yeah. 1 smasher, same thing. Monkey cards, and 3 starter. And finally, like I said, we had 3 Imperm, best hand trap, hits whatever you needed to hit.
Yep.
And Spright Double Cross, I believe, is the best card in my deck.
Oh yeah.
This card is a Change of Heart. It's a called by. It's a monster reborn from the grave. It's just whatever you need it to be. I always search this out first when I search. This is my go-to card. Moving forward, this card is definitely going to be still in the deck.
This
right?
thing is crazy, dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Extra
We'll just go into the side real quick.
You want to
Again,
side
still
first?
A2Z.
Yeah.
So we did the artifact package with the scythe. Again, this is Jim's theory with me. He theoried with me that this is probably the best going first. I did have summon limit beginning of this list when I was crafting it, but he went ahead and said just do like the scythe. I think it's more impactful, you know, at least until the Shizu stuff, because obviously you can play on your turn, so it's kind of mid then. So as of right now, it was fine. Never needed it. Never need to put it in. We had the 3 shifter. Again, I didn't really play against a tier element. I did play against like a striker and even like a Eldritch. I mean, they could have went in for that matchup, but I didn't need that. You know, it was just kind of there if I needed it.
Yeah.
We had 2 spooky Dogwoods and the Resignator. Moving forward, I believe Dogwood is correct and Resignator. I did win in time in one game. I didn't want to have 2 in that way, but it was against a striker player, and it was on my turn, and Red Resignated and gained 3k. Yes, I made an Abramax against a striker player successfully, right? Because they have Imperms, they had even like the card at Widow Anchor.
Yeah.
All they had to do was stop my IP in like main phase, and that wasn't gonna happen. But they didn't, and I made an Abramax. On top of that, I burned them in, or I gained life in time. So Red Resignator's clutch.
Nice.
2 more Cyclone.
Yep.
This was gonna be only 1 Cyclone in the side and then triple evenly, but Jim talked me out again. He was all like, "Hey, just go in with the 3 Cyclone, and you know 2 evenly is totally fine." And yeah, worked that is fine. I put in the 3 Cyclone, and I saw it when I saw it, really good. Gamma Burst obviously goes with the Domino Shifter, so you could OTK if you can.
Yep.
And finally, we have evenly matched at 2. Yeah, I think 2 was fine. I'm a big advocate of 3, but he said, "Hey, if you see it, you just need to see it when you see it once, and that's fine." And I did see it when I see it, so
You saw it.
evenly is clutch.
Nice. All right.
And finally, the extra. Wrap this up here. I played 1 Cat Shark. This is my training wheels. I call it my training wheels because I just needed to OTK, whatever, you know. Moving forward, this definitely might be cut for like a Mannequin Cat. There's gonna be more crafting for this deck for the Shizu format, but this is probably gonna get cut because I didn't really go into it too much.
Gotcha.
Nice. The Zeus package,
Yeah,
the Downward with the Divine Arsenal Zeus and the gigantic the Centurion.
Yeah.
In there.
Good job.
It was good. I had a Centuria play where I banished a monster, so Centuria's still okay. I think that's also the next flex spot that could be moved around. Standard 2 gigantic Spright. The Totally Awesome. We're still playing this. I think this card is cracked and will forever be in my side or my extra deck as long as I have Toads.
Yep.
1 Dark. Didn't really come up, but it's still good, especially in the Bystials when you could take one of their Bystials in one way, shape, or form, and then just revive the Magamith back, set your own Bystial. That's correct.
That's crazy.
Moving forward, that'll be the correct play.
Yep.
We have the IP, Unicorn, and Abramax. What can I say about this? IP, it works if they don't really have the out. I was lucky in my Striker matchup. Obviously, you know, in Striker, if you can make the Abramax, it's pretty much game if they don't stop it because all their stuff targets, so it's pretty important. I was lucky enough that, like I said, in my matchup with that Striker player, he didn't open 1 of 6 cards that could stop IP. So I was lucky there and made the Abramax, and Abramax is still good. You got played out, bro.
Yeah.
And we're still on 3 Elf and the 1 Spright. I think the addition of Spright to this deck did help itself back to where it once was, because you can still make Toads pretty easily. Of course, we lose the Ronin Totem in the follow-up, but hey, you know, we take what we were given, right?
Yep.
So Spright is definitely MVP.
Nice.
And yeah, that's really it.
Awesome. Well, super excited to see with how you're moving forward with this deck post Mama format. Obviously, none of us are looking forward to it, so
Nope, not at all. But
yeah, got some pretty spicy stuff in here, honestly. Yeah. Nice. All right, and then I guess we can just close it off with my deck. So
yes, sir.
this is the Tearlament branded in high spirits with a Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. This shit was pretty funny. It was very close to what Christian Urena was playing in Mini. So I guess I go with the card by cards. Obviously 3 of every Tearlaments, 3 Rhinoheart, 3 Sharon, 3 Havnus, 3 Merrily. You know what they all do at this point. And then we start playing the weird ones. Cartesia. Cartesia is a new inclusion, played with the Branded and High Spirits package. High Spirits, if you don't know, is a 2-card with any Tearlament monster 2-card combo, making a Real Kalos and a Mill 8. So, like, that shit's crazy. Cartesia enables this because it is a quick effect poly that you search off of Branded High Spirits. Albion is another search target off High Spirits in case you already open Cartesia and you just want to get like a free Upstart Goblin in a grind situation. And then we play the 1 Emerald Tortoise, which is the search target off of the Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. This is an Aqua monster, which helps you fuse into stuff like Kit Kalos or Kaleidoheart. So, pretty neat. And then we played a very small Bystial package. Honestly, shout outs to Justin for letting me borrow these cards. I feel like these cards were really cool and really good in theory against any Tearlament matchup. Unfortunately, I only played against 2 Tearlament players, and both times I never really opened them. Most of the other time I was playing against other decks that this was pretty useless against, so I had to side them out. But I really do like these cards a lot. I feel like they're going to be very standard with the upcoming format, but very strong. 2 Foolish Goods. This helps you dump Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. You can also dump some of the Tearlament spells and traps like Scream and Celiac to search additional stuff. Like Scream is the new card that searches you any trap. Celiac searches you any monster. Heartbeat can recover any of the traps in your grave. And we are also playing Crime as a new addition to the deck. Crime in the main deck has never been something that I've considered before, and now with the inclusion of Scream, I feel like it's mandatory at this point because this thing is absolutely absurd. It's a Omni Negate and it shuffles. It's a non-destructive removal, and yeah, what more can I say? A deck with a free Omni Negate, that shit's crazy, right? 4 field spells. Pearl Arena, good card, very good card. Mystic Mine. I'm not going to talk about it. 1 Heartbeat. This is an archetype back row removal, so you can target 1 spell or trap, shuffle it. Really good, especially comes up in the Tearlament mirror match where you can shuffle their Celiacs on activation so they don't resolve. Instant Fusion, Broken, Terraforming Broken, Call by Broken, like broken 1-ofs. And then 3 Droplets. Droplets I feel like was the better going second card, especially in a format where everybody is trying to just make Dweller on you and try to just make Floodgate stuff like Barrier Statue and Baguska on you. I feel like you just need Droplets to respond to those kind of things. So yeah, in the finals, obviously I resolved a Mystic Mine and I was able to stall my opponent out for I think it was like 20 turns. I was about to deck him out, and then he sort of fumbled and was playing a high rate draw. I'm not sure how I feel about that card, but maybe it is something that you can look into. I feel like it's a really strong Tearlament specific out underneath mine, but I feel like it wasn't played as optimally in that situation, and then I just slapped down my own Pearl Arena and gamed him, so pretty cool. Side deck, I've got 3 Nibs, 3 Cherries, a lot of good targets in here for Cherries, other than just Kit Kalos. I've got 2 Cosmics and a Harpies and 3 Evenlies as back row out, and then a Spice for the side deck is 3 Skill Drain. I've seen a lot of Tearlament decks, a lot of pure Tearlament decks just play 3 Skill Drain because you're making some of the biggest bodies in the game, right? Under Field Spell, they're getting additional 500. Like, these are some very large bodies. You can just simplify the game state to just, I have bigger body, you have smaller monster, I win. So that's what Skill Drain does, and it's really funny. Extra deck, 2 Kit Kalos. When you're playing pure, you gotta play 2. It helps you with your grind situation. Plus you use them to make Real Kalos, the new fusion monster. Kaleidoheart, very strong card, especially in tandem with like Perlareno and Celiac. Real Kalos is the new fusion monster. She is a Solemn Warning. She also summons herself back out. Pretty good. Dragostapella, pretty necessary. And Mud Dragon of the Swamp. Also really good to help you recycle a lot of these. They keep everything in rotation. And it's also a level 4, so you can go into your rank 4 place. So you got Baguska, stupid Floodgate. Abyss Dweller, stupid Floodgate. Redoer is a very strong card in this deck because you get to attach like Share in and get a free fusion off during your opponent's turn. Really good card. Zeus, in a simplified game state, Zeus can just help clear everything and just sometimes just win. Never really went into any of the Xyz monsters during the entire event. I think I only summoned Redoer once, and I was already winning, so yeah. And then Link monsters, we play 1 Dark. Absolutely absurd, especially with the Bystials. You just summon their Magnet and search your own Druid Swarm. It's crazy. You can also summon their Kit Kalos to use its effect to search any of your tier cards. Like this card is honestly so stupid. Elf is still really strong. You get to summon a Merrily on your turn. It gets target protection. Very powerful card. But with Sprint as the new inclusion in this deck, this thing is wild because I'm also playing IP. The thing that I like to do a lot was make IP and then Sprint IP into Sprint during my opponent's turn, and Sprint would send a Merrily to get a free fusion. So just saying that's a really cool, strong thing that I was able to do, I think once or twice, but really cool combo. And then Unicorn as the IP target primarily. So yeah, that's all of our deck profiles. I feel like obviously moving forward I have one clear option of what I'm going to be playing post Mama, because I've kind of set myself up for it as the Tearlaments player. But yeah, super happy with how the deck performed for the event. Mystic Mine is my beloved. But yeah, that was it for all the deck profiles. You know, it was super awesome playing with you guys. Honestly, some of the best players I know in the area. It's was a genuine honor to be able to play with you guys. But yeah, before we close out, Jim, I don't think you got a chance to give any shoutouts. Did you want to let anybody know any shoutouts?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah, shout out Justin for lending me the Fenrir's.
Mhm.
That definitely it went in. I liked it. Yeah, shout out Billy going undefeated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not. Yes, for the record, I did not drop a single game this event. I was 6-0 for this event. Insane.
Jim was carrying my ass,
It
man.
was nice with it, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, and also shout out to you, Chris. Yeah, for clutching it in the finals.
Huge.
I hit the
Bro,
game. I hit the game winner in the finals, but Billy was the backbone, bro. Billy was the backbone. Man, we all did so good because when one guy might have dropped a game, the other guys pulled through, and it was honestly so incredible to see. But yeah. It was really fun. I was really tired. I was running on 0 hours of sleep, but you guys managed to convince me to come down to that event, and I do not regret a single second of it. So.
And quick question: didn't you go to work right after this too? Huh? Did you do that?
Shit, man. I came from work, coming off 0 hours of sleep. I went straight from work to the venue, and then I played for it was like 8 hours the entire
Give
event.
or take, yep.
Yeah. And then as soon as the event was over, I said, "Nah, time to go to work." And I went straight to work, and I worked another 10.
Yes, sir.
God
And
damn.
Guys to you, brother.
Yeah, I came home and I died. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's that grind.
hell yeah.
That's a grind. Yes, sir.
But yeah, other than that, it was a huge honor to play with you guys. Super excited to see what we're going to be doing moving forward to Pasadena. You know,
Yes.
that shit's exciting. But yeah, if you guys like this kind of content, be sure to let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.